What's up, Muscular Mystic friends and family? Nick with Muscular Mystic here. And it's been a minute. I always start off your video like that. It's been a minute, but staying on track right now. Posting here, posting on Mystic Manifesting, the membership channel, TikTok, Instagram. I've been posting a lot more than usual. And getting out of my comfort zone, trying to do more lives, go on Instagram live, TikTok live, whatever. So I'm really pushing out of my comfort zone there. And today is no different, pushing out of my comfort zone. It's like the first leg day, probably almost a month right now. First real workout or decent workout in probably a month or so. I've been going through an injury, but I want to thank everyone over in the Discord membership. We have our weekly meetings, our meditations and prayers, where we take each other's prayers and visualizations and we kind of all just focus in on them for a second, take the attention off ourselves and put that energy towards somebody else. And we've seen a lot of crazy, cool miracles that have happened for people there. And even mine, like we did it last week and I felt almost 100% better the next day. Started going to a chiropractor after that, and it's like crazy, like just only 2 sessions out of probably I'll run it till the end of the year most likely, just to make sure my shoulder's in place, everything's good. And again, further out of my comfort zone, going back to high volume, focusing on just reps and form. And my ego doesn't like it, but your ego doesn't get you ahead in life. Your ego often gets you hurt. I know that from, the story about the pec tear, right? So there's that, ego lifting with my back. Like right now, it's like right in my rhomboid, like huge knot on my trap. And like anytime I was trying to do some lateral raises, I'm getting a click in my front delt, and no matter how good the form is, I'm not getting it in my delt, or my side delt at least. So I had to focus in, and sometimes you got to take a step back and reset. It's like when you're working out, don't ever try to adjust your form mid-set. Stop, put it down, reset, and get back into it. Sometimes that's what we got to do in life, right? You got to take a moment to analyze. You're going so hard, focused on one thing, and maybe you're just focused on the problems that you have. So it's like you can't see the good. You can't change the way you're looking at things. That's why I talk about detachment, guys. Just take a step back and look at everything objectively. I was talking about you're so close, you're looking at the trees, you can't see the forest. Take a step back, analyze everything. What's really going on? Okay, let me just take a step away and focus on me for a second. I kind of took a step away from the channel for a little bit, came back. Okay, now put one thing at a time. Just like in the gym, I got to go back to form and lightweight and high volume. It sucks, but it's like, okay, take a step back. Recycle some old videos, throw up his clip. You might find some value in those. Somebody else who hasn't seen the channel might find some value in those. Post those. And in that time, I've gotten more clear with, okay, what do I want to do with Muscular Mystic channel? I've gotten more clear with, I've got a liberation from this, what I looked at as a job and a task to post on the membership channel. Like, I don't know what to post. Now I have an idea, but I took a step back first. Took some time to analyze. I know what I want to post. I am posting on there, and it's fun because I see it in a different way. But I had to give myself that break in order to see it that way. And sometimes your body's the same way. You got to give your body a break. Oftentimes, like, less is more. And it's something I didn't learn until I was older. But, it makes sense, guys. If you're beating your body down every single day, beating it down Monday through Sunday, and no breaks, I did that for years. I made good progress. You get those beginner gains, anything. You touch a weight and your fucking muscles are growing. You're getting some definition. You're feeling good. You're looking good. And then eventually you hit that plateau. What's that plateau? It's like the baby gains are gone. Now you're focused on this, I'm stuck here. Maybe I need to do more. And you're doubling down and you're just hitting it harder and harder. Your muscles grow when you're resting. They grow from food. They grow from sleep. They grow from rest and recovery. And as guys, I'll tell you this, like a lot of times we don't want to go to a chiropractor. We don't want to go to a massage. We don't want to see a doctor. And I'm big on this. Like, I don't take a ton of medicine. I'll tell you, if I got a bad migraine, I'll take something maybe. But I'm not a big medicine guy. I'm not a doctor guy. But the chiropractor thing, it was a tool or a helpful thing to help me to keep my mind on track. Okay, if you could crack my back a little bit, relieve the pressure for a little bit, and the massage can relieve it for a little bit so I can get through a workout, I could now change the way I look at things and see myself as I'm healed, I'm whole, I'm healthy, and it helps with my affirmations. It helps me believe them a little bit more. Again, taking an inspired action, something that's realistic and a measurable action that you can do to help you believe something that you're affirming for, that you're changing your belief system on. So that was something that helped me. Now, one of the things I was thinking about throughout this workout, one of the things I like to listen to is all the gospel stuff with music in the background and stuff like that. And talking about when God wants to change you, to make you stronger, he's got to break you first. When you want to have courage, you have to become afraid first. Be put in a situation where you're afraid. You can't develop courage in a place you're comfortable. You got to go somewhere you're afraid. You can't develop strength unless you break yourself down. Again, like in the gym, you break your muscles down. They get stronger after you rest. But you got to earn that rest through a fucking painful experience. So again, that's what I went through. And I'm going through now with this. And, I'm already thankful. I thank God I'm already healed. I thank God that I'm already whole, healthy, and complete. And what was an actionable step I could do today? I was able to sit here and do my leg day. Leg day turned out pretty good. It wasn't the hardest leg day I've ever done, no. But I got a pump. It was better than sitting around saying, well, I'll give it another week. No, my back is injured up here. Not the lower back, not the legs. Get it done. Do what you can each day. And to get back to that point I was trying to make, I prayed, and I said this prayer a long time ago, and you guys from Muscular Mystic know this. One of my prayers I said, God, put me through whatever test you want to put me through whatever pain you want to put me through, because I know I'm strong enough. I know I'll figure it out. I might suffer. Someone's banging on stuff over there. There's a thing where we got to exercise at the gym maybe. Talk about, what do you call it? They said this gym's haunted. Anyways, fucking up the flow of things. Be gone. We got to focus on this video. But the one thing I talked about, I was like, all right, God, whatever challenges you got to put me through it. Put me through whatever pain you got to put me through, because I know I'm strong enough to overcome it. I might cry about it. I might be angry. I might throw a fit. I might be complaining and bitching, whatever. I will solve it. I will figure it out. And then I will go forward and bring that message to other people. I'll say, hey, here's what you could do. I made a promise to God. All right, if I was able to manifest my ex back and the things were able to turn around and be a beautiful, great relationship, that I would share it. 2 times I broke that promise. I was like, hey, whatever, I got it. I don't want to seem like a crazy guy talking about my thoughts great and I could bring back someone who didn't want to be with me. Okay, then now, and have a beautiful relationship after that. Okay, I made that promise to God, then it came true. And the 3rd time it happened, I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll keep the promise, and things have been great. Ups and downs, but like for the most part, it's like they've been great. I said, with that platform, whatever other things, it's like being stuck in a job where you felt fucking held down, beat up, and like shit. Like you just feel awful. How do you get out of that situation? I was being tortured every day mentally. It's like, I don't know, what do I do? Do I quit this job? No, I don't want to burn bridges. It's through a union. What do I do? And everyone's like, just stick it out, it's no big deal. Just tell them no, fuck off, this and that. And whatever you tried, there was always a problem. So I changed the way I looked at things. I changed the way I looked at these guys. I saw them in a better light. I saw myself in a better light. And I started believing there is a chance I could get out, even if it didn't look like it or it didn't make sense. And no matter what, the union, everyone in the trade, the older guys, the people I worked with, the people on the outside world, everyone told me it wouldn't happen and I wanted to get a better job. Okay, so there were 2 miracles that happened in my life. And then little things like growing the channel like I did, starting this other channel, having the balls to do this, the comedy channel, like people paying attention and liking that, manifesting a new group of friends, manifesting all kinds of things in my life. My prayers were always answered, but there was always that trial and tribulation. And something I always kept asking for, I'm like, God, give me something so I'm not just the manifest your SP guy. I want to be someone more. Give me something that's a cool challenge. Give me something really hard to do. Or I got something hard to do. I had the chest hair. Stories that came with manifesting past that. Like there was a whole bunch of stuff against me when that happened. But overcoming that and doing a bodybuilding show. Okay, now I want to overcome a secondary injury. I had to overcome some mental stuff, and then an injury hit. Now I got to overcome that and then still do a show and do even better than I did the last time. So it's like you got to always push yourself to do more. Every curse is actually a blessing. I hate it when you feel quote unquote cursed. It seems bad, it seems horrible in the moment, you can't fucking stand it. But let me tell you something, you come out better on the other side. Nothing grows without pain, nothing grows without pressure. Was it diamonds are created with pressure, whatever the corny fucking line is, right? Heat, when you can't eat raw food, you gotta put it through fire, you gotta heat it up, you gotta burn it. Don't burn it tastes like shit, right? But you gotta fucking, you gotta heat up your food, put it through the fires of life. You got to heat up your body, put it through the fires of life. You got to tear the muscles down, not tear them like I did, but you know, tear them up enough to like fucking grow them. You got to put yourself through these things and be happy. Be thankful for everything in life, even your challenges. Thank God for your fucking challenges. Because if everything just worked out perfectly, you'd have no pressure or no push to change yourself, to become a better version of yourself. We should love and be happy with who we are now, but always aspire to be better. Because in becoming better, we become stronger. And in becoming that better, stronger version, we can reach back and find someone who's in a worse spot than we started and pull them up. Or find someone who's in a slightly above position of where we were and tell them, hey, it's not that bad. Look where I was. I did it. Life leaves clues. Life leaves a trail of all these people who've done all these amazing things. People have done way more than me. I've done more than other people. It doesn't matter. It's all on a fucking, like, I'm going to say need to know basis, but it's all on a individual level. That's what life is. Life's on an individual level. So you can't judge yourself saying, oh, I'm not here because I'm not good enough. No, it's that was that person's story in that arc. You want to reach it. There's nothing saying you can't reach it. Just because you came from here and they came from there. Those are just different circumstances. There's different circumstances, but there's not one circumstance that puts you in a worse off position. You can do anything you want and circumstances don't fucking matter. And I just felt kind of hyped up, you know, pulling myself through this leg day, wired up, extra caffeinated in the middle of the night. But I was like, you know what? I had a couple little videos here. I had some ideas and stuff to film. And I was like, it's been a while since I posted anything on Muscular Mystic. So I wanted to leave you guys with that. I kind of got some other things coming for you guys. But I appreciate you for sticking out so long. If you're new to the channel and you want to subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Once we get 50 people, we can start a weekly live here. I'm trying to diversify my time everywhere, but I love you guys very much. Keep your heads up. You can't fuck this up, and it's all working out in your favor. See you in the next one.